Everybody, it's Mars Sports. It's your boy Marshall. That's a signature clap right there on this channel. And, or maybe on Mars 07, but this counts too. And today, we are going to be talking about a very disappointing situation, I must add, because we're talking about college football 27. Well, I guess mainly EA, but mainly college football 27 and microtransactions. Week or two ago, College Football 27 came out, and it's a really good game, I will say. I played it. I played it a few times. It's really good. I played Road to Glory a little bit and playing now Mascot Mode. They're all really good. EA College Football 20, all college football games are one of the best games they make. So yeah, I think the game's really good. But they did one thing that is extremely disappointing and should not have been done, at least without information. But I'll just put it like this. A lot of people are not very happy, including myself, are not very happy about it. But it's just a very, very crappy situation right now. Um, Basically, EA implemented something called microtransactions. And microtransactions basically is basically saying you have to pay with real money in order to unlock something. When back then, and when back then, EA didn't have these microtransactions in this game. I don't know about other games, but like they did not have this back then. Like for example, like the progression of like going through Dynasty, it's gotten slower. Like the faster thing is not available anymore unless you specifically pay for it, and the only options are like normal, slow, or something like that. It's very weird. So, like, there's that, and I'll just give y'all like the details of this are according to AI overview. Just judge, just yeah. But basically, it's a pay to progress type thing. Like, they literally get you literally have to use your own money just to pay to make progress in the game. But like, they remove feature sliders, the fast and faster XP progression sliders, present in previous years was completely removed. So that's one thing. So like in Dynasty, you want to go faster, you can. And you have to basically just pay for it, which really sucks because I know a lot of people like to do that. Uh, and taking that feature away, or well, at least taking it away for free, really sucks. No, these aren't drugs; these are Tic Tacs, so don't come after me. But basically, it's we're taking away features that and making it putting behind a paywall now. So there's that. And then the artificial progression throttle, the XP grind was drastically scaled down as community testing revealed that in a perfect 30-year simulation winning consecutive national championships, only levels they coached up to level 75 out of 100. So that's one thing too, because you could go faster through it and get your coach better, but now it's much slower. So it just it's it's not a good situation. Like people were like now you have to go much now it's like much slower just to get your thing up. Like come on, bro. Like what are we doing? Also, test out new light stuff. So just let me know in the comments how you think of that. But there's that. But that's one thing. It's like Dynasty Road to Glory type thing. Then pay to unlock single player to reach maximum levels or max out a player's rating. Users are now prompted to spend real money. Yes, real money on college football points directly within their single player files. Okay, so what are we doing now? Like, are we being serious? Like, brother, like, it's that's come on, bro. Like, what are we doing at this point? So you're telling me if I want to get the highest player rating possible, I have to use my own money? Like, EA, just say it. Are you desperate for money? Are you desperate for going bankrupt? I know the Saudis are taking over in 2028, but still, like, what's the whole point? Like, EA is a multi-million, maybe even billion-dollar company at this rate. Like, let's take a look at EA's net worth for a second. Let's see. EA Sports Oh, Listerine and Tic Tacs don't mix well sometimes. Net worth, 2026. 51.5 to $51.7 billion of money. Do you know how much money that is? Like, that's a lot of money. And you're trying to get more money? Like, you have billions of dollars in the bank. Literally billions. I'm not exaggerating. Yet you're greedy for more money just to just to like get people to level up on something. Like, what the heck's the whole point of that, bro? So that's one. So people started to notice that, and basically, it's it's just a very sketchy situation too, because like you make it harder for people to like progress through the game, and like you implement money in this. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing at this point? I don't know how much money it is, but either way, like, come on, bro. People already pay for the game or pay for the MI and some people pay for the MVP stuff or VIP stuff, including myself. Uh, well, I didn't. Oh, not the MVP membership. I didn't get that in time. But they pay for the game, and now you want them to pay more? Like the game's already expensive as it is, like $70 or something like that. I get from 146, got Madden with it, which is coming out next month, I believe. So I always get the bundle delivery, even though I play way more college football than Madden, honestly, at this rate. Like last time I played Madden a lot was like back in 2023 game. That Madden 24 is the last time I actually played Madden a lot. Because because college football games were much better in my opinion. I'm just saying, I know that's kind of disadvantage, obviously, but because considered some circumstances, but still. Like, yeah, I pay for the game, and now you want me to pay more money? Like, come on, dog. I already paid a crap ton of money just to get the game. I and a lot of people paid a lot of money for the MVP Plus membership, and now you want them to pay more money. Like, are we being serious right now? Like, it's just disappointing, man. Like, EA was one that was already a company that was already like questioned like game quality for at least Madden. And then once College Football 25 came out, like, oh, it's a great game now, and it was a great game, obviously. They put some really good games, and now they're like putting in microtransactions. Like, come on, bro. That's a bad sign for the other games too, because like, what would happen if at the football game, like the soccer game, I guess, or football, I guess. What about the Madden game? What about every other game they have? Like, now you're gonna implement microtransactions in there too. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like at this rate, they might put microtransaction on Thunder 2004 at this rate, even though that game came out like 20 something years ago. I don't knock on wood. I don't think they're doing that, but still. But EA. But the worst thing about this, what made this even worse, EA did this unannounced. They didn't mention a single word about it. They didn't mention a single dingle word. Like EA Sports implement. Let's just see when they implement the microtransactions, shall we? Let's do this. You know what? Just for research purposes, let's do this. So when did EA Sports implement microtransactions? There might not even be a clear date at this rate for college football 27. Does it actually give an actual date? Oh well. Uh, let's see. EA implement. Let's see. It's ahead of the game's official launch. Uh, so like I guess this wasn't originally in there. Were these originally supposed to be in the game? No. And they kept them hidden from the content creators. Like, what are we doing, dude? Like, what the heck are we doing at this point? Like, it honestly, this is a thousand times worse. It would have already been bad to start off with, But it's even worse that they hid it because my guess is the reason why they didn't announce it to everyone is because they knew if they did that before the game even came out, people would not buy the game. And I can guess understand that part because like you're trying to get sales. I'm in a marketing. I'm doing marketing in college as my major. Like I know what marketing's like. Uh, but I feel like this ended up worse because it almost was like scamming people. Like, yeah, sure, pay whatever for the game. That's fine. I'll do that. But yeah, but not announce it publicly. Like you have a whole deep dive. You're not gonna even put a little bit in that. Like even for just a little thing, like a hint, like whatever. But you just EA just straight up did not announce that. That's insane. They're just like yeah. And apparently during the preview thing. Uh, And apparently those in the blind side on the preview event, the quiet implementation, then EA. But here's the next thing we're talking about. EA responded to this. Let's take a look at where's the document. EA responded. Yes, they actually responded, which is actually insane to me how they even responded. Uh, what the heck is definition of livid?
Livid means furiously angry. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Furiously angry. How that means sarcasm. I have a high school diploma, but I don't know what livid means. Like, what am I doing with my life? Uh, but like, apparently the devs were not very happy about it either. I didn't even. This is news to me because I didn't realize the devs weren't happy about it either. Like, dang, like if your own game developers aren't happy about it, that's your sign that you shouldn't put in the game. Like, the people inside working on the game don't want it in there. That just shows you like it's a very corporate decision. Like oh we just want to get an extra buck out of it. Like really, bro. Um, but what do I know though? This is just a really bad situation, honestly. Like, what are we even doing at this point? Okay, so if y'all know who the YouTuber Bordo is, he's a very, very good YouTuber. He he is he's a college football YouTuber. He does the college football game. He was the ones that like played the first college football game that came out first in a long time, like back in 2024. And he gets early access every year. He might be the most popular college football content creator. Uh, like college football video game. Yeah, but what is it? Like, sorry, I glitched out. But like, basically, he's not afraid. He's not afraid to voice his opinion. I respect that. Like he did that about Ryan Moody a few years ago, uh, and some other things. But like Bordo's been posting about it like crazy, and I cannot. I understand, bro. Like if he's the one that basically started the movement at this point, like all these popular YouTubers are. Oh my God, $149. I don't know if that's actually what it is, but like at this point, bro, like I can't believe I'm just very disappointed. In EA, like they responded. I'm trying to find the tweet. I'm trying to find what Bordo posted about it. Uh, no, not that one. Not the expert's a great one too. But like a lot of other creators too, like Yo Boy Pizza. I don't know if it's actually Yo Boy Pizza. Is it? Who's the one I saw just now? No, that's MMG. And then this guy, what's his name? Bangle. Yeah, him. RBT. That's a huge YouTuber. Not the expert. Like a lot of people are addressing this. Like, and I'm glad they're speaking their voices. I might as well join too. Like, I know I don't play Call of Duty 20. I know I don't play video games on videos. Alex, I don't know how to set them up. But at the same time, like, what the heck are we doing, bro? Like, Uh, but like the fact that EA did this unannounced just makes it even worse. Like, where's the response? Like, here, let's see. EA responded. So at least I'll give them this. They did acknowledge it, but they're not going to do anything about it. They're not going to do crap. But let's see. Coach, all right, all right, Coach X, let's read this in a very interesting voice. Coach XP progression overview. We've seen questions about Coach XP progression in Dynasty. Yes, like yes, that, but we all know it's the microtransactions we're talking about. Like, yes, that's a big part, but it's because the microtransactions are. All right, let's see. Key facts: the core coach level is progression is unchanged in College Football 26. Okay, so you're telling me that. So if I go play College Football 26 and College Football 27 and play Dynasty on both of them with the coach progression, I have both games by the way. I can just re-download College Football 26 if I haven't even. I think I still have it on my Xbox. Like I can, if I don't have, I can literally go re-download it, play side by side the same Dynasty mode, and check the coach progression doing the exact same things. You're telling me it's going to be the exact same thing. You're telling me that it'll move as fast as College 27, two different games. Yeah, I highly doubt it, bro. It's not like the microtransactions were in last year. At this rate, they might put them in College 26. They haven't already. See, Coach XE requirements have not changed. Coach Archetype's breastworks increase the amount of Coach XP earned just like College Football 26. Let's see, e.g. Motivator giving bonus XP whenever a player levels up. Recruiting giving bonus XP for signing a recruit. Uh, and then reaching the highest coach levels requiring progress through higher tier archetypes and investing and coaching staff progression as coordinator archetype perks also contribute to the coach progression over time. The only YOI change, whatever the heck that means, around archetype bonus is tile developer 3K bonus XP to 2K bonus XP and strategy is lower from 1.5K XP to 1K XP where adjusted to reduce the effectiveness of optimal must-have coach build. So you're just trying to like explain it at this point, like, brother, what I don't hear any mention of microtransactions in there. None of it. None of it so far. Yeah. So you're not even addressing the microtransaction. Okay. Coach point rewards and coaching abilities have evolved from College Football 26, including coaches can now earn 25 college points per level, per league is 10. Coach points can be earned through coach contracts, ability, and archetype. Costs have been rebalanced to avoid must-have coach builds. See, Coach XP accelerators are available only in online Dynasty. Okay, that's a big mode, bro. Like a lot of people play online Dynasty, bro. Like, come on, online Dynasty commissioners can disable Coach XP accelerators. So, that's not what we're asking, bro. Like, we're asking why you put microtransactions. Faster progression was removed for online offline Dynasty. I wonder why. Current status: continue to monitor community feedback. Okay. At this point, if you're monitoring community, you have to do something. There has to be doing something around. You're either gonna be the hero or be the villain. At this point, you're seeing them live long enough to become the villain, whatever the quote is. But yeah, they better be they better be monitoring feedback. All right, Road to Glory progression. Overall, we see questions about Road to Glory progression, optional purchases, key facts. 99 overall can be achieved through gameplay alone in Road to Glory. Yeah, no kidding, no kidding, bro. That's obvious. I literally played Road to Glory back then, 25. Like, I know how it works. General progression, tuning targets, players reaching approximately 99, 95, and 99 overall by their junior year, depending on your initial recruit star level prior to high school. We know how Road to Glory works, bro. Road to Glory uses a redesigned progression system centered around earning weekly XP and upgrade individual ratings and abilities. As part of the progression system, exercises are not available in Road to Glory. So your progression system's microtransactions. Wear and tear is an integral part of the World Glory experience and the weekly decision making around managing your player. Players can choose to disable wear and tear, but doing so applies an XP penalty to maintain progression balance at the removing that gameplay mechanic. Concurrent status. Can you continue to monitor community feedback? Are you sure? Because nothing's happened ever since then, from what I can tell. Key takeaways: Dynasty recruitments are actively in development. Coach XP has not changed from College 1226, returning to shared dates. Additional improvements are available. Have more communication 7.9. Oh, that was yesterday. About Dynasty specific updates. So they're basically just laying out details at this point. Like, you're not just in the microtransactions. Like, come on, bro. Like, sure, you can make Road to Glory harder. Yeah, that's fine. I will admit it was pretty easy to get 99 overall, at least on my end. But you don't have to add mark. You don't have to make it a whole paywall, bro. Like, come on. Let's see, keep. And then you have this too about dynasty recruiting and all that. So yeah, but I swear, there's like they're like saying this is why we're doing it, blah blah blah. Like we didn't change anything. Like they're just trying to like, oh, we didn't do anything bad. Like, come on, bro. Yeah, and apparently people knew about it for months, bro. Like people like what are we doing? If people don't think it, like have the devs, they're the ones making the game. Like, come on, bro. Like, get advice from them too. Let's see, but there's ways things to blow over, brother. And like a lot of creators, including Bordeaux, of course, have worked with EA in the past. Like they worked with EA in the past. Like they're the ones that put the game out early. They're the ones that get the additional features. They're the ones that do that. The fact they're going out of their way to call EA on this just shows you how bad this is. Like that just shows you, bro. Like you look at this, so many creators, bro. 92,000 posts. 92,000 posts on it. That's crazy. Let's see. And look at this. It's like things on here like what a name for cash grab. No way. That does sound like Texas Tech though. They're giving out money. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. So here is literally flat hard evidence that it's in the game. 49.99 for 5,000. Oh my God, dude. I could buy a whole nother game with that. And 4.99 for 500 points. 99.99 for 12,000 points. 24.99 for 2,800 points. 9.99 for 1050. 149.90. Bro, 149.99. I assume this doesn't involve tax. Like 149.99, like added fees and all that for 18,500 points. Brother, I paid less than that to get Madden and college football this year. And 74.99 for 8,900 points. So you're telling me this is that you're just trying to grab money, bro? Like people pay literally less for the game. Like this isn't Fortnite V-Bucks. This isn't Roblox. This isn't Robux. Like, come on, bro. EA's trying to, and here we go. EA's trying to get a win over the community for less. But the least they could, they brought back Dynasty Coach Six Players, but instead of bringing back fastest, they brought back faster, which named it fastest. And so you're telling me they basically they're making progress, but like not really. Like they're showing minimal effort as they triple down Road to Glory, and then they microtransaction call it Coach XP sliders again. Like they're just trying to mask it out at this point. Like RGT is in trouble though. There's no freedom within that mode. Why should somebody want to play an Easter difficult or wear and tear back how they practice? Like, come on, bro. Like, this is a fun game, not a cash grab, bro. Like, come on, brother. Like, you look at this, like casual, like, look at this. Like, you see all these different modes, and like, come on, like, people play the game so they can experience this without money. Like, come on. And then Like, and look at this. And then EA took a fun offline game mode and is focused on offsetting gameplay advantages. What are we doing? Just say you want people to spend money on microtransactions. Like, they're not even acknowledging. They're just trying to do anything at this point to do a change things, but keep these bullcrap microtransactions in place. Like, what are we doing, dude? Like, what are we doing at this point? Uh, RBT's responding. Like, like, there's a reason why this hashtag's going around. They're not even doing much to fix it. Because all they want is money. I swear, these companies are so in the cash grabs. Like they're reading feedback to saying, okay, how do we keep microtransactions while actually making a change? Like you can't satisfy everyone, bud. Like asking for more money is gonna get you less money. I'm just saying, people are not gonna buy the game because of this. Like, who? I don't know whose idea this was, but it is genuinely super so stupid, bro. Like, what are we doing, bro? But I mean, like he doesn't give a crap about the partnership. Like, yeah, like at this point, might as well. You know what? Let's go watch Bordo's video on it just to get his thoughts on it. All right, so here's Bordo's videos. They're kind of long, but or not that long, but let's just watch it in like let's watch it in point 0.5 speed or not point 1.5 1.2 speeds or go.
Microtransactions to single player modes, and EA is bringing microtransactions to single player modes, and it is only going to get.
Hold on, guys. Let me fix this real quick. There we go. So y'all could probably hear it now, but let's do this.
EA is bringing microtransactions to single player modes, and it is only going to get worse from this very moment. But I believe if we act now, there is still time to make change. I don't care if I never work with them. Again, I feel lied to. I feel betrayed, and I don't believe in the direction.
Sorry, my mom's giving me vitamins and some new towels, yeah.
EA is bringing microtransactions to single player modes, and it is only going to get worse from this very moment. But I believe if we act now, there is still time to make change. I don't care if I never work with them. Again, I feel lied to. I feel betrayed, and I don't
I'll move my camera so y'all can see this.
Even the direction the game is going in any longer. You can hate me, you can like me, please just listen to me for a few moments, because what EA is doing with microtransactions is going to ruin single player modes. Dynasty, Road to Glory, if they don't see any community pushback, it is going to get really ugly. However, it is not too late for them to correct their mistake either. Over the next couple weeks, starting today, you will see hashtag CFB play don't pay across all social medias. I will be putting this under every single post until they address the issue. You can't just sneak microtransactions in, have us creators super excited to play the game, say nothing about it at Chicago, and just expect this to be cool. Expect us to all be
exactly like that. Expect you didn't say anything about it is not even one mention. It's insane.
So excited and happy about the game still. Nobody is happy. As this has been discovered, I'm just getting more and more upset. Okay, let's calm down. Let's get back to what is even going on. To put it very simply, EA has taken a faster XP slider that was in Road to Glory in the previous two titles, and they've removed it. They've taken a faster Coach XP slider that was in Dynasty the last 2 years, and they have taken it away. What did they replace it with? Microtransactions, where you can pay them to upgrade your player in Road to Glory a little bit faster. You can pay them to upgrade your coach a little bit quicker. You just got to get out that checkbook, sign it away to EA, give them some money. It is so upsetting to me just with the way they tried to sneak this in there as well, with the way they've implemented it. It's hard to find. I didn't even know this existed until a few days ago when I saw some people that were tweeting about it, and then yesterday on Sunday, I was actually able to find out how to even do this stuff in Dynasty. So I'm going to take you through the Dynasty portion, then I'm going to take you through the Road to Glory portion. You will see where the issue lies. First of all, 90% of the time, I'll just do an offline file because on 26, the menus were faster. You have save points, which is good for the end of seasons, especially in series. And this is what you're going to see the settings look like if you were to do an offline file on 27. You're going to have the option to still use your membership bonuses to get faster coach XP, but there is a missing setting here. If you were to do a Cloud Dynasty, which seems to be where they're trying to push everybody, they say there's faster updates, faster simulation, you can play with friends, you got the team builder on there. Well, this is where they want to push everybody to an online mode where you have to be connected to the internet for where most people are still just playing single player. Dynasty settings in here is where you will see it. Coach level purchases. It is only on these online files. If you do a single player offline file, you won't even have the option for this to be in your settings and turn it on or off. Now, some of you might be asking, Bordeaux, why is this an issue? If you don't want to spend money on the game, you don't have to. It'll just be more fun to have a harder dynasty. The issue is they removed settings that made it easier to gain XP as a coach on this game while also replacing it with those microtransactions. Remember how I said in college football 25 and 26, you could have a fast and fastest XP setting? Well, that isn't in 27. You have normal, slowest, and slower. They literally just removed the feature for no reason. And the funny thing is modders on PC have already been able to find it is still in the game file.
What? Hold on, hold on. On PC, they found the fast and fast. We're still in the game under the hood. It's not currently available. That's what a weird bug to have. I enjoyed being able to experiment with the weird coaches issue. Okay, so they put this in the game. They had this in the game. It's just not used right now, apparently. And like, bro. By the way, shout out to this guy. If somehow they found it, that's insane. But, bro, they literally had it in the game, yet they're not using it. So they know they had this originally, but like, I guess they're just not going to use it. They're like, oh, we can get some more money out of it. Like, come on, bro.
The feature for no reason. And the funny thing is modders on PC have already been able to find it is still in the game files. It's just hidden so people can't access it. That is all allegedly. I haven't seen it. I don't know how easy it would be for them to actually turn it back on, but I imagine it couldn't be too hard to put in a feature that has been there for years. It's a simple setting. Anyway, we'll talk about the MVP Plus membership stuff later. I already said I wasn't happy with it a month ago. Anyway, we'll talk about the MVP Plus membership stuff later. I already said I wasn't happy with it a month ago.
Oh, I didn't realize.
This is what just really upsets me. The fact that you could spend 12,000 points. This is Ultimate Team stuff that I've seen in past games. Now it's in single player modes.
Bro, and Ultimate Team's had a lot of controversy in the past. Like, that was just a cash grab for EA. Like, that's where it really started at that point. Now you're going to add that into other game modes? Like, come on, bro.
If you wanted to purchase this, they take you over to the store. You don't have the funds for it. $100. $100 if you want to just max out your coach. It's actually even
That's insane. Literally, the game costs less than that.
more predatory in Road to Glory, especially since there's no online part of Road to Glory. It's just a single player experience for like 50 games.
I don't really buy add-ons in the games either way. Like, that's actually in the game after I get it. Unless it's like NASCAR, I get paint DLCs. But especially here, bro, like, you're just like, why would you add that into like the most simple game mode? Like, that's insane.
We'll get there, but basically, if you do an offline file, you won't even have this option. If you do a cloud one, though, that is when you'll see this, and it's actually in the game. It's just been very quiet. They didn't say anything about this. They just casually removed the faster Coach XP sliders and replaced the ability to upgrade your coach with microtransactions. It's ridiculous. In fact, C4 did a test where he won every game and every natty for 10 years and only got to a level 48 on the normal coach speed.
That's insane, bro. Like, you're telling me Kirk Signetti times 10 can't get to 100? But like, how is that even possible? And max coach level's 100. Like, that's not even halfway, bro. That's insane.
It's just way too slow. Normal coach speed has always been a little bit too slow.
In the words of not
on
the
the
X-Men,
normal
this is
coach
what's
speed,
that.
it's just way too slow. Normal coach speed has always been a little bit too slow for my taste. So what I discovered was what was more fun for rebuilds was to turn it to fastest on College Football 26. And I enjoyed it, but then they just removed that feature and said if you want to upgrade a little bit faster, it's going to cost you some money. I didn't want to rush to conclusions on Thursday when I found this out though. So I shot a text over to one of the devs that always is very responsive. And sure enough, there was no reply back. It would have been nice to just say, yeah, we took it out. But I also understand there's really nothing he could say here that was going to come off well if they took it out because there are microtransactions
Okay, at this point, they're just ghosting, bro. That's insane. So if you heard noise, I got an email on my school account.
coming. I also want to use this portion of the video before I continue to rip into EA. I'm ripping into the higher-ups here. I'm not ripping into the devs. It is not the devs' fault.
Yeah, as you can see, like, the devs did not win the
It's
game.
not their decisions that are leading to these microtransactions. It's someone higher up that is saying, we need to make more money. Let's get more revenue out of this. Maybe Ultimate Team and Cut isn't cutting it because no one cares about College Ultimate Team. But I'm not blaming the devs. The devs did an amazing job. And that is the part that sucks.
Yes, the game's really good outside the microtransactions. Like, outside the microtransactions and all the crap stuff that happened, it's a really good game. Like, mascot mode's really fun. They do a lot of amazing things for the presentation as well.
To me the most. This is the best game they have put out. It's not even close. There's the least amount of bugs. There's
Exactly.
still a couple huge ones that need to be addressed, and I am sure they'll get to it. But the devs cooked. The devs did a good job, and it is all going to be overshadowed because of this microtransaction
Exactly.
slop that they've put in. At the moment, all I want to do is just film Hawaii Episode 2 because I'm having so much fun with that Dynasty series, but I can't because we have to get this hashtag trending, we have to get it going, and we have to make sure that EA actually addresses this. I believe a very good starting point is looking at College Football 26. Bring back
There you
two
go.
simple features on the Dynasty side, simply the ability to have a faster and
There
fastest
you
coach
go.
XP
There you go. It's on that game.
speed setting. Then on the Road to Glory side, the
I was saying, you're telling me it's the exact same thing as the other one? Like, come on, EA. Stop capping.
ability to edit the XP sliders so you can control how fast your player gets XP. See, even for this Dynasty save I had it set to 170 because I didn't think it was fast enough. Most people, if they really want to have fun, could put it at 300. If we go back over to College Football 27, you will see that none of that is there. And it takes all of this awesome effort that they put in to try and really recapture the best of college football games, and it throws it out the window if you are just going to focus on microtransactions. It makes me sick that you spent years building up community trust, saying that this was our game. This is all for us. Nobody, not a single person out there was like, what would make our game better? What would make me want to play college football more? Oh, I know. Being able to buy coach levels, being able to buy upgrades for my player that is now way too slow to
Exactly.
great. I mean, look at this. There is no setting to control your XP sliders in Road to Glory anymore. And let's just see how expensive it could be to upgrade your player. I started as a 2-star. I was curious what would happen. Our max overall is only 80 for the time being, but we could potentially spend 6,500 points just getting our player from a 55 to an 80 overall in a single player mode. That is like $50. Oh no, I accidentally clicked it. I hate myself. At least those points were not bought by me. They just came with the pre-order. Actually, though, that raises a great point. If you wanted to give EA the benefit of the doubt, if you wanted to say, if someone's not going to play Ultimate Team, how are they going to spend this cash that they get from the pre-order? They just want to give them an ability to upgrade their coach or pay to upgrade their player. You could say that, but at the same time, they removed the settings that made it possible for us to get that sandbox experience, for it to feel like our game. If you're removing those settings so we can't faster progress unless we pay, then I don't think it was with that nice intent of let's give people another incentive if they did pay for the pre-order. We are keeping a very close eye on what those sliders do in college football 26 and 25. If you try to bring them back, but tweak it to where fastest isn't that fast anymore, to where fastest is more like normal, we will catch on very fast because there's amazing people in this community like Max Plays College Football that is very good at data. I don't think you understand. There is nobody that is on board with this. All of us creators all think the same thing. We were all sitting there going through early access filming, like, what is going on? The past 2 years, it felt so much more open during some of that early access capture.
Oh,
and
wait,
not
hold
the
on.
expert plays college football that is very good at data. I don't think you understand. There is nobody that is on board with this. All of us creators all think
Exactly.
the same thing. We were all sitting there going through early access filming, like, what is going on? The past 2 years, it felt so much more open during some of that early access capture, and Not the Expert put out a good tweet about that too. Let's just say I allegedly didn't feel as free this year. I didn't feel like I could have any constructive criticism in the same way. I really don't know
Right.
where
How? So that at that point is very corporate. It's like it's like you got a gun to your head or something. I don't
I
know.
allegedly didn't feel as free this year. I didn't feel like I could have any constructive criticism in the same way. I really don't know where I feel like the direction of the college football series is going to go. I think the dev team and the people that work on the game are incredible and they're really doing good things. But if they're forced to bring more microtransactions forward, if they are forced to continue doing all this stuff that isn't really for the consumer, but more for extra revenue, I just think that is going to be overshadowed and it's not going to be as fun. As I have cooled down, I really am more just disappointed than even mad. I was already pretty frustrated with how some of the things were going behind the scenes up to this, and so for nobody to ever mention to me that microtransactions were coming, probably because they knew my reaction wasn't going to be happy, is just the icing on the cake. It's so frustrating. Nobody
Exactly.
considers that that hurts my brand. That hurts my trust with you guys. I just look stupid now. I shouldn't have to spend my early access time looking for hidden things that aren't mentioned instead of just filming, having fun with the game, and recording videos. I do this because I have a lot of fun playing these games, and I've tried to do my part behind the scenes the last few years to try and make this game better with what is feasible, but ultimately, it's probably led to a few bug patches that might not have been caught otherwise. It just feels like everything took a complete 180 from what I'd been hearing behind the scenes and what was coming in the future. I mean, I've voiced my issues in Chicago about the MVP membership, but what I've learned is I really can't do all that much, even with a partnership with them. It is trending in a direction that is more restricted. It's not what I signed up for, and I don't care about whatever money they throw my way. They have lost all of my trust with this. Maybe I was too passive. Maybe I was too immature. I know I've made mistakes over these years, but I'm just not going to continue to work with something I don't believe in. When I liked the direction the game was going in, it made sense, but I don't believe in that anymore. I'm going to do everything I can moving forward to stop the microtransaction push because I've always wanted to do the best by the community, and it is obvious that that and what EA is thinking about are no longer on the same path. My final thoughts are I really hope that they just listen to everybody that is voicing their frustration. I really hope that we see in that first title update the opportunity to use those fast XP sliders again, because it is something that I believe should be able to come back really quick. I also want to reiterate, do not go attacking any of these devs. I don't believe most of the
Yeah, the devs aren't the ones that are making these decisions. They're the ones actually making the game. Like the devs did an incredible job. Just the upper management EA is like, oh, we want more money.
people I interact with or the devs are in charge of making decisions like this. They did a very good job with this game. I love College Football 27, so please don't go after them.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
But with that being said, I will be on social media. You know the hashtag CFB, play, don't pay. I'm going to be there because I'm not going to shut up about this.
Yeah, me
But
neither.
with that being said, I will be on social media. You know the hashtag CFB,
All right, let's go to the next one.
Please, I really need this to
Oh, this is a different one. I'll subscribe to this guy real quick.
work. Please work. Are we serious? Yup, that's me.
Yeah, I'll probably watch some. But let's go to the back to the
any longer.
Bordeaux
You
one.
can
Like
hate
that
me.
shows
You
how
can.
many creators are doing it. Now we got Bordeaux.
I am in
here.
disbelief with how poorly EA is handling this situation so far. 2 responses to hashtag CFB play don't pay.
Now he sounds really angry.
I am in disbelief with how poorly EA is handling this situation so far. 2 responses to hashtag CFB play don't pay, and we'll talk about it. This is all because they quietly implemented microtransactions into single player modes while removing features that were in previous games, so you might be more incentivized to spend some money. By this point, the relationship is gone. I feel like I got cheated on. I will never. You might be more incentivized to spend some money. By this point, the relationship is gone. I feel like I got cheated on. I will never work with EA Sports again. Even if I am still playing games at 69 years old, you will never see an early capture out of me or a partnership with them. I am very upset.
Hey, I can't blame him, bro. Like, that's a lot of trust to lose.
With how all of this has went down. I don't like the way that they're responding, and we're going to touch on everything in this video, but at first, I do just want to say I am so proud of everyone that has used their voice, everyone in this community, because for
Yes, I'm glad. The more we have that, the better. The better we can get EA to do this.
the very first time,
Like to
EA
switch
has
it.
shown that they are willing to cave. It was the smallest little bit possible, but if we keep using our voice, I think we can get this game in the right direction. The reason I am taking as strong of a stance as I am as well is because this is a very pivotal moment for us gamers in the experiences that we want to see in the future. Before we cover and talk about how EA's responded so far, though, I do want to mention this Mike Straw article because he came out yesterday and wrote a really interesting piece about all of what's happening and maybe why it is going in that direction and why we should be worried as gamers, even outside College Football 27. As you'd expect, the decision for stuff like this didn't come from the core team who is responsible for the game. So that goes back to what I was saying. Don't go after these devs. I don't believe that a lot of them would be involved in a decision like this. And he even says many guys that were working on it knew about this implementation for months. They were livid. The player
Yeah, if the devs are live, that means I can't believe this is for months, bro. Like they knew something was bad. Like I wish someone would have said something. Obviously, if they did, they would have probably gotten fired from the company. But still,
response that has happened from the community was expected, and there was worry it would be the loudest it's ever been. It definitely has been the loudest. We have been very vocal. I'm very proud of everybody, but the same sources say it likely won't result in much, and EA is just waiting for things to blow over. That's why I said you can't just stop now once they give us the smallest little crumb. Another thing I found very interesting in this Mike Straw article was sources tell him EA has been looking at ways to add more monetization options to all games and franchises in its portfolio. He claims even future single-player only titles will have more monetization options implemented. So that's where I see this, and it might not be just a College Football 27 issue. This could be something that carries over to Madden or all the other titles that they do. In my opinion, that is what makes
bro. So we're gonna see this in all of this.
from. Another thing I found very interesting in this Mike Straw article was sources tell him EA has been looking at ways to add more monetization options to all games and franchises in its portfolio. He claims even future single-player only titles will have more monetization options implemented. So that's where I see this, and it might not be just a College Football 27 issue. This could be something that carries over to Madden or all the other titles that they do. In my opinion, that is what makes something like this so challenging, because we have to be able to convince EA that this entire pathway that they're most likely wanting to move towards is not the right direction, at least for specific titles like the college football one especially, where your player base, you're just not meeting the needs of your player base here. This is not something that anybody was asking for, and I just don't understand the direction still. It makes me so disappointed, even more frustrated and mad the longer that they seem to not think it's a major issue. Then they made the decision that yesterday, instead of just putting out a statement themselves, they're going to convey that messaging through creators putting it out, which I just don't like how you go about that to avoid the backlash.
Come on, bro. What are we doing?
But we're just going to go over what was said in that and then what they said today. I mean, we're going to briefly just touch on this first one since there's more info now. But yesterday they were claiming that the coach level progression is unchanged, which is true, but faster progression was removed from online and offline Dynasty. So both of those statements are technically true, but with the progression being removed from Dynasty, it is still changing that whole landscape of coach levels. They're just saying that normal operates the same as it did in 26. Another thing in here is they have named the microtransactions. They are Coach XP accelerators. They're available only in Online Dynasty.
They named them, bro. Come on. That means they're trying to hide it.
And that even makes me think, if they're not in Offline Dynasty, why can't you have all the fastest settings available to progress your coach, especially since normal is way too slow on the game, in my opinion. Another thing I've been seeing online is your progression is really slowed down if you sim games versus play them, which is another thing I don't agree with, because you're forcing people to play the game in a specific way, and that's what we're really going to dive
Exactly. Like people want to play different ways. Like let them play different ways.
into on Road to Glory. EA is kind of directing players
Let them adjust the sliders the way they want to.
in the direction that they want them to play the game, instead of that open experience that college football games have always been, like creating your own world, your own universe that you want to be a part of, that you want to control everything going on. We want more settings. We want more options. And instead, they're taking them away. That has never been the direction I've believed the game is going in, or what it seemed like it was going to go into. They also just briefly mentioned that the XP sliders are not available in Road to Glory. They were in College Football 26. They're just not there this year. And we're going to get over to their response today, because this really continues to double down on about everything that they're saying, besides one thing. What it seems like they were going to do was just continue to monitor community feedback like it says on there, and then everybody that has worked with them in the past or that still works with them came out and made a statement basically about how they don't agree with this. They don't agree with the direction. So many amazing videos out there that you all can watch. It's really commendable all those guys are using their voice, but I also have to say this for another time. Do not be attacking other creators, especially if someone isn't as vocal. That's not where you should be directing your anger, and that's going to get nothing accomplished. We don't need to be beefing in the community. Direct it in the right places. We have really used our voice, but this all comes to the response EA put out themselves today. And it starts with a win. They also addressed that some of the dynasty bugs are going to be patched that were in there, which is a good thing. I will always commend the dev team. I still like the game they put out. I want to play the game. I still want to film Hawaii, but I need to touch on this first, and I just can't work with them in any official regard. I just can't agree with anything that's gone down, especially with how this is being handled. So the one small win is I talked about the coach XP sliders being in there to control your experience. Well, they're adding one of them back, but they're renaming it. So this is the slower of the two fast settings last year. They've renamed it to fastest, and then they have a couple of these others. These are irrelevant. I don't know if it was 2x XP or if it was 3x XP, but that's what fastest used to be. Now it's a bit slower. Still somewhat of the smallest win because they heard, but
yeah, I guess.
What it feels like is they just put a Band-Aid on and they're like, okay, guys, that's it. Shut up. We listened. But what they're doing with Road to Glory, and even in this regard, where they're really trying to constrict with how your
like, sure, you got that, but like, there's still a lot of other things to fix.
Files go, and the microtransactions are still in there. It's a major issue. They say after this update hits, let us know how the new settings feel. We'll be looking closely at your feedback on this one. Well, you better be looking closely, because I'm not happy with it, and 95% of people are not happy with it either. What we're really not happy with, though, is what is happening to our Road to Glory mode. There is so little freedom there versus Dynasty even. It is insane. They are dictating your entire experience. They are crafting it perfectly how they want, and then there is just this floating option where you could purchase points. You don't have to spend your hard-earned money here, but it's just an option, and they are going to punish you if you want to change up the experience that you have. So players are rewarded more XP by playing on higher difficulty settings. That means if you are a 10-year-old kid, maybe you're 50, maybe you're just somebody that doesn't want to be locked into the game and you want to load it up on freshman or varsity, you are going to gain less XP, making it harder for your player to progress than somebody that is playing on Heisman. Now, they claim depending on your starting recruit level and performance, you can generally expect to reach mid to high 90s and all this. They're trying to just say you can still get to 99, maybe only have like 4 or 5 games with it, but you could get there. Personally, I don't really know about all of that. All I did was experience my time with tight end, which I had a fun time doing. I just don't agree with any of this as a decision. I also think my experience as a tight end is invalid because I went for like 3,000 receiving yards and won the Heisman. I might have gotten to like an 85 overall doing that as a
How? That's insane, bro.
sophomore. I'm not really sure, but I was going off so much, doing well in all my practices. Of course, I was going to be rewarded and be able to upgrade, and it was on Heisman. If you play on a lower difficulty, or if you turn off wear and tear, it'll reduce the XP gained once again to offset the gameplay advantage. This is the phrasing that just sets me off, because this is an offline Road to Glory mode. Why the fuck are we worried?
Whoa, bro, threw the F-bomb out there.
Because this is an
That means it's real. It means it's real. I mean, if it was not right, but I mean, he's really mad.
an offline Road to Glory mode. Why the fuck are we worried about offsetting the gameplay advantage? Read between
Exactly.
the lines. We all know what the actual reason is. We know where this is headed in the future if things don't change, if things are not reverted. It is just unbelievable to me that if you want to control your experience and play without wear and tear on, if you want to play on an easier difficulty, you are punished for it. You won't get as much XP. It'll be harder to progress your player. And in fact, I think it should be flipped. If you're playing on an easier difficulty, In previous titles, like on 14, I think you actually gained more XP. It was easier to upgrade your player, and it was a lot more of a fun experience. It's just like, why are we worried about offsetting gameplay advantages in an offline single player mode? To me, it seems like they're just trying to wait all this out, give us back as little as possible, not expect any outrage or disagreement with it, and each time that they give a little bit more, then everyone stops caring as much. They're like, okay, they're actually trying to do something. They're doing as little as they can. Road to Glory without the XP sliders, if you're going to get punished for turning wear and tear on or off, if you have to play on a higher difficulty to get more XP, does that not tell you the direction that this is all going in? It really
Exactly. Like that's very fishy.
feels like we are on the brink of a 2K-like optimization, that down the line, that is something we could see. I mean, you already look at the builder that they have in Road to Glory this year and compare it to theirs. There are cap breakers like there is in 2K, except at least in 2K, when you get a cap breaker, you don't have to also pay to buy the staff. Another huge difference is Road to Glory is offline. Is that not clear enough? Road to Glory is an offline experience. It's not even like an online dynasty. There is no
Exactly.
option to be online with Road to Glory, and we still have microtransactions. We're still limiting the player experience. It just baffles me. I don't understand. There is just nothing that I've seen, even behind the scenes the last 2 years, that would make me think they would take a step in a direction like this. It's why it's caught me so off guard. It's why I say it feels like I'm going through a breakup, because I just got like a complete 180 done on me. Now, I also
Yeah, it's like when you're dating someone for like years, and then you find out they're cheating on you or they're doing drugs or something. Very disappointing.
to give some credit to the community. There have been some very funny things that have come out of this, but it's not a funny situation. It's
Yeah.
really upsetting for us not to feel like
Sorry, I think someone's upstairs making noise.
our voices are being heard, that they're just going to do as little as they can and hope that we shut up or the voices get drained out. What I've realized through this is that is why I can just never partner with EA Sports again. If I'm going to have a prominent voice in the college football community, there will still be friends of mine that are going to be able to do stuff with them. They can still get voices heard, but there also needs to be somebody on the outside that nobody would ever question, wouldn't just speak their mind on things. Don't get me wrong, you can still be in the EA Creator Network and speak your mind on so many different things. You have to
Exactly.
really cross a line for them just to decide not to work with you. But I feel so betrayed with how all of this went down. I just can't ever go back to doing that. It has literally hit me like a breakup. That's why I said it in the intro. There's been one girl that has done me worse, but the rest of them haven't felt as painful as this has. I genuinely just cannot believe how all of this went down. I needed to know this was in the game if I was going to be playing it. There's no way that I could
Exactly. That's what makes it so much worse. Like they should have at least said something.
hear about all the new features and everything coming besides this. I strongly doubt they will, but EA could literally be perfect from here on out, and the trust is broken forever. I will never work with them again. I would feel kind of offended in previous years when people would say that I was a shill, would say that I was neutralized, that I wouldn't speak out enough. I was enjoying the games. I was having fun. I'm still having fun with 27, which is why I want to get back to filming. But I am starting to understand why, as well, it's important to just be completely separate. Even if they reverted all the changes and listened to the community, I will be very happy for that, but I still want to stay on the outside. There's also probably the question of, are you just not going to play the game at all? And I think I've already referred to it a couple times in this video, but I'm still going to play College Football 27. I've never had an issue with the actual game itself. I have an issue with the direction that it is headed in. It's not like I want to punish you all, either my viewers, by just never giving you content again. You're expecting it. You've gotten used to watching it. And just because EA sucks at making this game now, just because I don't like the direction it's going, I'm still going to give you something to enjoy. I'll also be teaching you how to be successful in the game as well and still find ways to have fun without using microtransactions or buying all their additional bonuses and stuff. The hashtag was always college football play, don't pay. And what that means is don't pay. Do not use any of these microtransactions in Dynasty and Road to Glory. That's another way I feel like we can be heard. If nobody is using those features, then they won't continue to double down, to triple down, to add more microtransactions to those single player modes. But if a lot of people are using them, they're just going to see the money and keep heading in that direction. It's not like Ultimate Team. It's not the same community that Ultimate Team reaches, where there are these whales that will just spend unlimited money. It doesn't really make sense to
Exactly. That's a whole different community at that point.
even have microtransactions, especially in the way that they're implemented in Dynasty and Road to Glory. I think the last thing I want to say is just continue to keep using your voice, and to the people at EA, listen to your community. Your community is more important than the little bits of extra money that you think you're going to get, because people buy this game for Dynasty and Road to Glory. They don't buy it to also buy microtransactions in the modes. Don't make the grind harder and replace that grind with more microtransactions. That's what it felt like this whole direction was going in towards me, and that's why I've taken the stance I have, and I continue to take it over and over until we hopefully see you revert it.
Man, this is a wild situation, bro. Like 7 on train for game. Let's just search out this hashtag. Like you can just see like everything that's progressed with this. It's insane. Look at this. Like so many videos. Like a lot of play, lot of hashtags. Wow, what a thumbnail. I can understand at least. Yeah, but it's just a very disappointing situation. Like, hold on, let me go back to X real quick. Whoa, hold on. Dante Moore opted out of the game. Oh, SMU, bro. You picked the wrong time, bro. Yeah. Dante Moore literally opted out of the game, bro. Like, uh, 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 good on him, bro. Good on him. Thank, dude. If he saw, and now players are talking about that literally feature in the game. Uh, that's that's just showing you how bad it is. Like, this is news to me. Like, Dante Moore literally opted out of the game. Like, good. Like, if more people do that, then that's going to show the message EA is going to do. Like, EA, if they want to have a successful brand, if they want to keep going with this, they're going to have to fix this. Let's go to EA Sports. Let's just do this. Um, I won't follow EA. Actually, why not? Maybe I'll follow. I'm really only doing it for updates. Like, they're just reposting stuff, bro. Now let's just see. Like, look at this. Okay, fair enough. This was way back, but yeah. But hold on. Wait, hold on. Oh, sorry. Uh, yeah, that's one thing. Daniel Stone gameplay jumped. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see EA. Let's just see EA refunded the game. Dang. Yeah, keep refunding the game. Like, look at this. Like, it's getting really bad. Like, you see all these things. Like, look at this. And where the heck is it? Let's go with CFB 27. Like, you take a look at all these. I'm following random accounts because why not? But look at this. On the pinned tweet. Although I think it technically did release yesterday, like the standard version, yeah. But like they're just reposting all this. It's a shame because it's on release day. There you go. Wow, so they made that. That's crazy. It's valid though too. Yeah. But man, but it's just a really bad situation. In conclusion, I guess, it's just disappointing to see EA be so money greedy for this just a fun video game. It's just genuinely disappointing. Like I thought it's just such a too good of, especially because it's too good of a game to have that crap. But I know. But here's what I'll say from here on out when it comes to EA until they get this fixed. I'm still gonna play the game the um because the actual teams in the game do earn money out of it. Like for example, Delaware, they earn a lot of money out of it. They're building new facilities, like because especially in the first Uni FPS, like. The teams do earn money out of it. And I want to support the teams too, at least. But I don't support EA's decision, so I'm not going to be playing Road to the Glory or Dynasty anytime soon. Like, I'm not going to do that until it gets fixed, if it ever gets fixed at this rate. Because I started my Road to the Glory, but only in high school mode. I didn't buy anything, though. And Road to the Glory, I'm not going to play. I don't really play Dynasty or Road to the Glory that much anyway. But I'm not going to be playing those game modes until it gets fixed because I'm not gonna give a single penny to EA at this rate. Like I have CFP 27. I'm gonna eventually have Madden 27 once it comes out. But from here on out, I'm not gonna buy another EA game until they get this fixed. I am not buying another EA game. I'm buying nothing from EA until they fix this. I don't care how good Call of Duty 28 looks. If I'm not buying it, if there's microtransactions in there. Like, EA's lost their trust, and trying to get more money is gonna get you less money. Like, there's a lesson in life, bro. Like, the more greedy you get, the more risky it is to have a bad outcome. Just saying, like, yeah, like it's just you can't make this crap up, man. It's insane. But I just it's just crazy, bro. Like, I'm not gonna be playing. I'll still play mascot mode, still play the regular play now mode, but and I might even reduce my time on CFP 27 at this rate. But I'm not gonna be playing any other game modes at this rate. I don't really play Ultimate Team anyway. But no, it's built on money, but still. But like, if we're being serious right now, I'm not gonna buy another EA game until they get this fixed. If it's EA, I'm not buying it. I don't want to give them my money if they're gonna be greedy for money. Like, I'm not giving them any more of my money at this rate. And it's my money now because I have a job. So yeah, but there's that. But it's just very disappointing. Yeah. But anyways, make your voice heard. Hopefully they get this fixed. Because I mean, I did search. I will admit, I did search up if if people can actually sue EA, like a class action lawsuit. But due to like the terms and conditions thing, we can't do that, unfortunately. But unless someone finds a way, yeah. But I mean, I might as well just read through the terms and conditions on the EA agreement at this rate, just so I can. If there's anything that doesn't say, there's nothing there saying about microtransactions. Maybe there's something that we can do, but who knows? But I think as long as we make our voice heard, eventually EA will get like if more and more people start opting out of the game, uh, EA will EA will eventually listen. They'll be like, we're coming back." Yeah, but hopefully they better act soon, or else it's gonna get really bad. I'm just saying. But like, it's just very disappointing. But EA, if you're watching, EA, if you're watching, uh, I guess I could say that. That's how I feel about microtransactions. Um, but EA, if you're watching, if you want the future of your company to be in good hands, and if you want to reverse yourself, you're gonna have to fix this. You can do it. You did not have microtransactions for any other time. Before this, why start now? No one wants it. Listen to your fans. Listen to people that actually buy the game. Please. That's all we ask. And please make a change. Please. That's all we're asking of y'all. If y'all make the change, people will forget about it. Yes, people will lose trust in you, but you already did. That's already y'all's fault. Either way, it's gonna happen. Either way, people aren't gonna trust y'all anymore. But yeah, please just fix it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hashtag CFB play don't pay. I think that's the hashtag, sorry. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a nice day and goodbye. See you next one. Peace.